Hey, you. Yeah, you. You there. I'm watching you. Hi, everyone. That was dumb. Hi, everyone. Stop trying, Grant. That was dumb. Alright, and I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raised on Popcorn Grant, everyone. And today we're going to talk about a movie. Movies and TVs that we do here, and it's a movie that might be flying under some of your radars. Should it be? I don't think so. And that movie is Watcher. Watcher is a film that premiered at this year's Sundance Film Festival. It opened officially tonight at my theater. I did not see it at Sundance. I saw it tonight. I guess it's getting kind of a wide release, which is odd because IFC Midnight's the distributor and Shudder is the co-distributor, and you never really see their movies get massive releases, but out at the gate, but whatever. So yeah, but I saw it tonight in my little multiplex, and what's Watcher about, and who is involved? Well, Watcher is directed by Chloe, I think it's Okuno, I believe, whose only other work that I'm aware of, and it's a very substantial one, is VHS 94. She was the one who did the Hail Rotma, that segment. Hail Rotma. So that's who is writing and directing this, and it's based on a screenplay, so maybe it's a remake? Maybe? Because it said, in the credits, it said based on a screenplay by, and then it said written for the screen and directed by, so I don't know. But anyway, so what is Watcher about, and who else is involved? Maika Monroe from It Follows, and The Guest, among other really great horror films, plays Jules. She is a young, or Julia, I guess Jules for short. She is a young woman married to the seemingly well-meaning but kind of not very bright Francis, played by Klaus Glusman? The weird boyfriend from the Neon Demon. That guy. And they've moved to Romania. His mom was from there, but they are moving back for his work. She was an actress at one time, but now she's kind of between things, so she spends a lot of time at home while he's at work. One day, she seems to notice that a strange silhouetted figure is staring at her from across the street through the window. And then wouldn't you know it, while out one night, they soon discover that they are witnessing the police investigation of the latest in a string of killings of women in the area that involve decapitation, which further intensifies Julia's discomfort at the fact that this silhouetted figure is very obviously staring at her. Her boyfriend, because he's a dumbass, does not believe her, and the shadowy figure in question is possibly a strange gentleman played by Bern Gorman, who of Pacific Rim. He is a very creepy figure, but it's not simply looking at her from the window. She goes to the movie theater. He's right behind her. She goes to the grocery store. He's right behind her. She goes anywhere. He's always there. What is going on? Soon, she decides to sneak up on him, and soon it becomes a question of who is the Watcher here, and also, can she survive whatever sinister plot this guy is, especially if he is the psycho going around killing women in Romania? Let the investigation and fight for survival begin. So Watcher is great. Watcher is really great. This, I think I said in my TikTok, it's like the Hitchcock movie that Hitchcock never got to make. And what I loved about this movie is, despite that decapitation-centric plotline, there's very little gore in this movie. It's really all build-up, and Chloe Okuno does really well, which is not what happened in VHS 94, her segment. What she's able to do is make the side door of a room or a hallway in like a apartment building be tense, because you know with how frequently it's shown that eventually something's going to happen with that. She never introduces anything that doesn't come into play later, and another thing that I really admired about her direction in this movie is the fact that in many cases, and this is a trick that Hitchcock used, but she's doing a good variation on, or very good variation on it, is oftentimes the camera will pan out to the window, as if we're watching the couple from the watcher's point of view. There's, especially in the opening credits are scored to them actually having sex in the room as we watch through the eyes of the watcher as the opening credits roll. That was effective because it really it turned almost like a mirror onto the audience and said, you are as much a voyeur as he is. And I really liked that. I thought that was a really nice, neat trick of filmmaking. There's another scene involving a character. I'm not going to say what it is because it's a big... Listen, one of the creepiest moments of this year is in this movie, and it involves a record player and a chair. That's all I'm going to say. You'll know when you see it. This movie is great. Now, if there's one problem I have with... And also, I've almost read... Maika Monroe is phenomenal in this, as always. Now, one thing that I need to mention, though, that just keeps this from the top of the heap, it is so close, is the Carl Grossman character. I hated this boyfriend character. Not only because he really only had two functions in the entire plot, and the movie's only 90 minutes, and a lot of it is 90 minutes because of his actions. This character has two modes. He's either an idiot, or he is, an ass. Like, he's a douchebag. It's either idiot or douchebag, the entire movie. There is clearly something going on. It goes beyond being like, okay, he has evidence in front of his face that what she's saying is true. And he is so obtuse the entire time. There's only one of two ways that this is even plausible. Either he's in on it, which spoiler alert, he isn't. Or he's so obtuse and so stupid that it's surprising he can even put his own clothes on properly in the morning. And that's what I'm talking about. It's much less be a sales guy at like a major manufacturing company. And that's what's so weird to me. It just feels really strange that this character is not only dumb, but also does not seem to really care about his actual girlfriend or wife. Like, it's really weird, and it just feels... You immediately kind of detest this asshole, and you don't want to see any more of him, and he just keeps going in the plot. He's an idiot. Other than that whole character was very, very... To say he's flawed is an understatement. He brings the movie down when he's in it. Otherwise, I pretty much love this movie, guys. I'm going to give Watcher... Let's end it there. I'm going to give Watcher 4.5 out of 5 stars. Again, it's not perfect, because, again, that character really just brings down the movie. Maika Monroe is phenomenal, and the filmmaking is great, but just that character... Either make him less stupid, or make him more or less sympathetic. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a weird choice to make him literally seeing proof that this is going on and just choosing to ignore it because movie, I guess. Like, it's really dumb. That's like the one flaw also in the screenplay. Really kind of a weird choice to do that. Otherwise, yeah, I love this movie. 4.5 out of 5 stars. Alright. Now, that is it. Let's close the book on it so we can get out of here, because I'm going to go to bed. I'm exhausted. It's been a very long day before I even got to the theater. Crazy story. So, trailer trash. I actually went to a mall today for the first time in forever, which was nice. It was a nice mall. Alright, so trailer trash. Almost all of these are new movies, so this will be fun. The Menu. I think this looks awesome. So, it's Anya Taylor-Joy and Nicholas Hoult and Ralph Fiennes, and it's... Honestly, I think it might be in the same universe as Fresh, to be perfectly honest with you. Just from the trailer, and the fact that it's produced by Adam McKay. And it's a Searchlight movie. So it's this couple, and they go to, like, an exclusive eatery that there might be a secret ingredient somewhere in the food they're serving that might be people, maybe, or they're hunting people to serve to the chef. It's hard to tell, but it looks really good. It's kind of like a horror comedy. It looks really interesting. Don't worry, darling. We talked about this once before, but it's worth talking about again. This looks awesome. I like that it's not giving away a lot, and it's just really showing off Olivia Wilde's filmmaking strengths a lot, and I love it. Can't wait. This one is one that I did not even hear. 3,000 Years of Longing, which is apparently directed by George Miller. I guess he did this before Furiosa. This looks awesome. It's like it looks crazy. It's about a genie played by Idris Elba, and this woman who kind of seems to fall in love with him, or at least befriend him, played by Tilda Swinton, and from there it just gets kind of surreal and weird and campy and nuts, and just like George Miller intends it, and it looks great. Easter Sunday, we talked about this once before. Looks funny. I like the idea. I laughed at a lot of the trailer. It looks pretty funny. Vengeance. This one looked very interesting. It's written by and directed by DJ Novak, and he also stars. According to this trailer, it seems to be like a guy he's like a city slicker in sort of the American West, trying to investigate. At first, he seems to want to do a podcast playing along with the idea that this girl he was with for a brief time was murdered, and he's just like, I'm actually going to do a podcast about podcast obsession, but then he begins to do something that she really was murdered, and but it's like a comedy. Looks like fun. It was a little bit like City Slickers. Thor: Love and Thunder, talked about it, looks good. And the last movie is a Spanish language film, and that is Official Competition, which I'm pretty certain is an Almodovar movie because it's in Spanish. It has Penelope Cruz and Antonio Banderas in it, and the color palette is all Almodovar. It looks like it, but it looks hilarious. It's really funny. All right, and was there shawarma? No, there was not. All right, we'll be back tomorrow, probably for a review of Fire Island. We'll also be back this weekend at some point for a review of Hollywood Stargirl, and more to come. And that'll all be next time. And until next time. I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all, sorry. And I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love you all, class dismissed. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does. Peter falls asleep. I don't know what it does that's supposed to do, or so I've been told. If you want to put me elsewhere, reviews, lists, and other fun stuff, you can check me out on letterboxd.com at Raising Popcorn with Grant, or my podcast, Raising Popcorn with Grant, the podcast, on Spotify and Anchor. Some of you already have, but even if you haven't, take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important. I want to know down below, what did you think of Watcher? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Think my opinion's good? Do you think I'm full of shit? Comment below, let me know. Until we meet again, we're all raised on popcorn. Make mine with extra butter. Catch you guys next time. Take care.